I like listening to other people's perspective on the game. If you are offering that perspective as fact or telling players false information, then we start having issues. So recently, another guy posted a shield build, and of course I love shield builds, so I actually just wanted to see his take on it. I did not actually make it much past the first minute of the video, and basically just kind of finding the whole clickbait title a joke. I made a simple comment stating how you could actually have the same regen with a much higher amount of health, and basically I was just told by this guy it was impossible. Then when seeing people who I guess don't normally run shield builds thinking that this was actually a good idea to try, I got a little mad. Here is this guy posting a build on a skill that I actually hold pretty dear, and basically just poisoning the well for other players by not understanding the actual mechanics he is presenting. I felt I had a duty to explain that he is wrong. In my mind, if you have people following your builds, you have a duty to not waste their time. I would be ashamed if I made a build and gave it some meaningless clickbait, ego-inflating name that is actually garbage. If you, watching this video, or my others, challenged me about something, I would not jump to the conclusion that you were wrong. I would go and test it to make sure that I was right. Well, he decided to post something about needing to educate some players and how he is testing everything so others don't need to, and I was like, okay, I'm going to do some actual testing for you. Do not tell me how a specific build works when all you do is spam poorly crafted build videos like 5 times a week. Do not tell me how your build works on Heroic when you are showing off 30 seconds of challenge difficulty gameplay. Do not tell me how something is useless because you are actually using it the wrong way. And do not explain to me how a skill works when you do not understand how it actually works. So let's dive into shield builds in detail to try to clear up some of the damage that clickbait videos are actually doing. First, the Bulwark is designed to fully heal while holstered in 20 seconds and in 40 seconds while active. It does not matter what your shield health is, it will always heal at that base speed. This means that the higher your shield health, the stronger your regen is natively. When you add mods like active regen, it increases the regen based on that health. Which means if you have little to no health, your regen will be trash. Base Bulwark active regen in World Tier 5 is roughly 12.5k per second for every 500,000 shield health. At 2.5 million, you get 62.5k active regen. This is because it still needs to fully heal in 40 seconds. If I remove a health mod for an active regen, I do lose 12.5k active regen from the 500,000 health that I actually removed, but then nearly double the regen for the remaining 2 million health, which at times can be helpful. However, adding another regen now removes 500,000 more health, leaving my shield with only 1.5 million health, which further cuts the regen base and thus lowers the overall benefit given by the active regen mods. Adding regen over actual health can have benefits in some specific situations, like when you are taking constant amounts of low damage and already have a few strong health mods. In heroic missions, the amount of burst damage you can take at times is over 500,000 damage per second, and being focused by Black Tusk elites can result in millions of damage in a very short period of time, which means a shield with 1 million health will die in roughly 3 seconds because the active regen won't compensate for the damage done. Plus, this method completely ignores the fact that the Artificer Hive is pumping out full shield heals every 10 seconds. So the more health you have on a shield, the better the Hive is at healing you. Let's be clear, if you want the strongest shield possible, you need to have a lot of health. At most, I would say one active regen mod has potential if you have plenty of skill health armor mods. But the 30k per second healing buff is not really better than a full heal every 10 seconds with 500,000 more health. If you guys are seeing other types of clickbait build spam, honestly, call them out on it. Hell, if you are seeing me do it, call me out on it. I honestly try to test my builds really well for you, and I try to give you warnings about the weaknesses, but I honestly might not catch everything. As a community, we need to discourage bad builds for the sake of our game. Could you imagine if you only have a few hours a week to play and you decide to listen to some snake oil salesman about how good a build is? You just wasted a whole lot of time and are more likely to become frustrated with the game. We need more players, not less. All right, guys, that'll do it for me. I'll see you in the next one.